Somebody is coming for everything you built, and the scary part is, they might actually win. We need to talk about one of the most overlooked legal strategies in real estate and business, because what you don't know about structure could cost you absolutely everything. Here's the thing most people never stop to consider. In order for someone to actually sue you and win, they have to prove you caused them harm. No harm, no case, no judgment, no problem, and that single legal principle is the entire foundation of what we're about to break down. Now let's talk about holding companies and operating companies. And before your eyes glaze over, just know that these are not fancy Wall Street terms reserved for billionaires. They're tools, plain and simple. And once you understand them, you'll wonder how you ever built anything without them. A holding company is exactly what it sounds like. It holds things. Think of it like a vault, a quiet entity sitting in the background that owns your assets on your behalf, never selling a thing, never signing a contract, never shaking a stranger's hand. An operating company, on the other hand, is out there in the world doing the actual work, buying, selling, flipping, renting, engaging with the public. It's the one with its name on the door, and yes, it's the one that can get sued. Here's the beautiful irony though. Because the operating company owns nothing, a lawsuit against it is basically a lawsuit against an empty pocket. You've legally separated the risk from the reward, and that separation is not a loophole, it's architecture. Think of it like a restaurant chain. The franchise location you walk into might burn your coffee and slip on a wet floor, but the parent company that owns the land and the brand, that entity is untouchable by that individual incident. That same logic applies to your real estate portfolio right now. People hear this and immediately think it sounds like hiding assets or being shady. But let's kill that misconception right now. This is a completely legal, completely transparent strategy used by virtually every sophisticated investor, corporation, and entrepreneur operating at scale. The IRS knows about it, courts recognize it, and your attorney can document every bit of it. The mistake most new investors make is building everything under one roof, one entity, one name, one target. It's the equivalent of keeping your life savings, your retirement account, and your kids' college fund all in one unlocked filing cabinet, just hoping nobody notices. History backs this up hard. The investors who survived the crashes of 1987, 2008, and the pandemic-era volatility weren't necessarily smarter. They were better structured. Protection isn't about prediction, it's about position. And your legal position matters as much as your market position. Now here's where discipline beats conviction every single time. You don't need to own 30 properties before you set this up. You need to set this up before you own one. The cost of forming an entity is almost laughably small compared to the cost of one judgment going the wrong way. The process is more important than the timing, and the structure is more important than the deal. You can find a phenomenal property in a phenomenal market and still lose it all if your legal foundation is built on sand. Strategy without structure is just optimism with a briefcase. So here's the philosophical takeaway. Discipline, sizing, and consistency are what protect generational wealth. Not luck, not hustle, not even market knowledge alone. The people who sleep well at night aren't the ones who took the biggest swings. They're the ones who built the right walls around what they built. And honestly, once you've got your holding company and operating company properly set up, you can actually be comfortable with any outcome. Because you've already done the rational preparation. The goal was never to avoid risk entirely, it was to make sure one bad day can't erase every good one. If you want help getting this right, whether that's real estate investing, finding the right lender, or handling the contracting side of your next project, check out our links in the description below and let's build something that actually lasts.